Alright, so today we get started on this 2008 Ford Expedition EL Eddie Bauer edition. It's a little rough. We'll probably be doing a lot of cosmetic stuff on this, especially on the inside. I mean, you can see like scratched paint there on the bumper, and it's got cosmetic things all the way around it, but it runs rough, and it's not throwing a misfire code, so we got to find out what's going on. Now, it just has started popping a code for P0201, or I'm sorry, P0202 and a P0207, which is your injectors. Now, we're fixing to find out what's going on with these injectors, why it's throwing that code. You see these new coil packs here. I've already done the coil packs. Didn't take a video of that because it's literally, you see this one bolt here, that's all it is. You take that bolt out, it's an 8mm bolt, you remove it, of course you take the power plug off of it, slide the power plug off of it, and take that bolt out, and then you just remove the coil pack. It's a coilover plug, so it's very simple. That's all there is to it. You take the old one out, slap a new one in there just like you would put a new spark plug on, and put your power plug back on there, and put your bolt back in there, and you're done. Of course, it gets a little hairy back in there. It's another reason why I didn't take a video, because especially the ones in the back, two on each side at least, you wouldn't have been able to see anything anyway. But it's so simple that, I mean, you really don't need a video on that. And if you do, there's plenty of them on YouTube. That was just a really simple thing to do, so I just went ahead and threw all new coil packs in here. I doubt it needed it, but this thing's got 200-something thousand miles on it. And I know they were the original coil packs, at least it seemed to me. Another thing to note too is that this is a 2008 Explorer, and in the 2008, before 2008, they had the problem with spark plugs getting stuck in the engine and breaking off. In 2008, when they changed that, so when you pull these coil plugs out, the way to tell which one you have is if you have a black boot on the bottom of that coil pack, then your spark plugs are probably going to break off. Unless somebody else has changed them and put some anti-seize compound on them. Now, if you pull this coil plug and you find a brown boot on the bottom of it, then you're fine, and you shouldn't have that problem because they had already changed the design of the spark plugs. So I got lucky. Mine had a brown boot on it. I did pull a few of these spark plugs just to check them. Looks like somebody changed them not long ago, so we were all good as far as the plugs and the coil packs. So now I'm gonna check this out with the injectors and see what's going on with them. Like I say, I'm sure these are the original injectors, so we may end up having to replace them. I'm hoping we can just clean them, but we'll find out here shortly. So I just wanted to show you, this is what the coil plug looks like. That's what you were looking at underneath the hood, and this is what it looks like when you pull it out. And that's the brown boot that I was telling you about. So if that boot on your vehicle is black and it's 2008 or prior, then you're going to have a spark plug problem, and you need to look up another video on what to do about that. Luckily, like I said, I had the brown ones, so I got lucky, and my spark plugs are good. But this is what it looks like once you pull it out, and I've already replaced those. So I bought this as a run and drive at the auction. I objectively may have paid a little bit too much for it. The only thing I could think of when I bought this was, well, the resale value is about $6,000, and that's true. But the thing is, you know, you got this, whatever's going on with this engine right now, which hopefully is just the injectors. It's probably going to need tires. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not good. You can see the headlights are a little fogged up. Not bad, but they'll need help. There's going to be a bunch of paint repair on this thing. I mean, they're small spots, you know, but they're there nonetheless. Like I say, these tires aren't, I mean, that one actually is pretty bad, or kind of bad. But, you know, as you can see, there's paint spots, and, you know, it need a good wash and a good detail. You know, not just a wash, but a good detail. It needs to be buffed, and the interior is what I wanted to show you next, because that's kind of where I get into the money, depending on what I do with the car. Because, you know, you got tore up driver's seat. Now the back of it actually looks really good, but the bottom, it's no good. It's got a rip in the carpet there. You got faded plastics, worn out plastics throughout the car. A little on the vent there. Here on the center console, I already took the cup holders out because they were pretty bad. Typical for the armrest, but still, it's there. You got this part of the seat here that's, you know, the clips are broke off of. Again, peeling back seat here. The rest of these back here are actually good though. It's got the DVD there, but somebody has shoved some paper in there for some reason, I guess to try and keep it tight. But really what needs to happen is it needs to be screwed back in there. I'm going to work with that, get that fixed. The air conditioning works great. It's got rear air. It works great. It's got automatic doors, automatic sunroof. They all work great. So really, it's up in the front where you can tell that. Let me close this. Really, it's up in the front where the the driver and the passenger has been in and out of the car multiple times. There's more paint repair. Yeah, I mean these tires. I'm gonna have to put a set of tires on this thing. But you can see. Passenger seat as well. Of course, the passenger side's not as bad as the driver's side because, of course, you know, driver obviously is in here more than anybody else. There's more plastics that's gonna need some repair. So we'll actually, you know, I want to make sure that I get these injectors in and that the car runs great before I decide what else to do with it, because if I want to get it to that $6,000 mark, then I have got to fix pretty much everything. It's going to have new tires. All those plastics are going to have to be fixed. Those seats are going to have to be fixed. It's going to have to run like a dream, which I won't sell it if it don't anyway. You know, I'd send it back through the auction if I couldn't get it fixed. I don't sell cars like that. If I wouldn't put my wife or daughter in it, I'm not putting anybody else in it. So, but anyway, you know, more paint stuff there to be done. So that's where we're at with the car now. I'm gonna go order the injectors right now, get them sent here. So in the next video, I'm sure that's what we'll be doing, is injectors, because I want this thing running right before I decide what I'm doing with the rest of the car and how much of this other stuff I'm gonna fix. So I don't know if the injectors alone will fix that, but we'll find out. This thing also needs a window regulator in the driver's side and a window regulator in the passenger side. Both window regulators are out. That one, if you let off of it, the window will fall down, and this one is just off track completely. It don't affect the window at all. So the motor's probably bad in this one, but I'm gonna order the window regulators for these. But like I said, it'll be after the fuel injectors, because I'm definitely doing the fuel injectors first. So that's it for the Expedition EL Eddie Bauer edition for today. If y'all will, please like, comment, and subscribe. You know, we're still a very, very, very small channel, and we're just trying to grow and get more videos out there. And the more likes, comments, and subscribers we can get, the more videos we can put out. You know, if nobody's watching, there's not really any point in putting any videos out. So we appreciate it.